How you doing? This is Black Shy Guy here. Hopefully everybody's weekend is doing well, and we're here to talk about the results of Nina Aslanov against the brilliant Mckenzie Dern. Mckenzie Dern she's been quite a surprise. Well, not really. She's been dominating after her first loss, but a lot of people are saying, why is Nina? I see a lot of comments and some of the fighting result pages that talks about the fight saying Nina's garbage. Nina doesn't compare to Amanda. I don't know why anybody's comparing Nina to Amanda, because Amanda is just a monster. Okay, Amanda NUNEZ is just a monster. Okay, so there's few ladies I can compare to Amanda NUNEZ. She's gonna be forever to me in the MMA Hall of Fame. Period. Amanda's just a force to be reckoned with. So to compare Nina to Amanda, it's already a mistake on your part, okay? It's already a mistake on your part. But a lot of people are complaining in the way Nina performed in that fight. A lot of people are saying that fight was quite boring. Well, depends on how you look at it. If you're a Mckenzie fan, you found that fight quite impressive, because Mckenzie has a dominant ground game. I don't know why. This is to me is Nina's weakness, and I don't know why she doesn't seem to be able to overcome it. She just can't overcome the fact that being taken to the ground, she's very weak in ground defense. It's easy to take Nina down. And when you have her down, you can keep her down for a long extended period of time too. It's almost like she has no ground game whatsoever. And Nina is a good striker. She is a good striker. I'm not gonna say Joanna level, because Joanna is just on another level of striking. But she's a good striker. You know what I mean? She's a good striker. But she has no ground defense. You can take her down easily. Look at her fight with Tatiana Suarez, all right? First, second round, she was down on the ground for a long period of time. That's what cost her the fight, because if you notice, after those 2 rounds, she picked up the pace. She was double dragging in freaking Tatiana all over the place. And, she could have won the match, because she almost was close to knocking Suarez out. And she could have extended her win streak, but she didn't. She lost the match by unanimous decision, unfortunately. But it's another case to be said that Nina needs to work on her ground game. And it's kind of weird to me that she has such a weak ground game, for the fact that she is associated with Amanda NUNEZ. Relationship-wise. Amanda should be pointing that out to her. Like, you need to have a stronger ground game. But the difference between Amanda and Nina, this is the difference between Amanda and NUNEZ, even though she can teach Nina the ground game. Your ground game could be very strong. But Amanda doesn't have to deal with that much threat of a ground game, because once Amanda's opponents feel Amanda's hit, they don't want to get close to her. They don't want to get close to Amanda. Once she hits them, they do not want to get close. So the fear of her power is already there once they get hit. That's why, to me, the key to beat Amanda is someone else who can strike just as good as Amanda. Like Savrenchko, you know what I mean? Amanda, watch out for her, okay? But, yeah, you know what I mean? Another striker just as good as Amanda is the key to beating her, because to go grab Amanda, you're gonna have to feel those hands, and that's what Nina doesn't have. Nina doesn't have Amanda's power. She doesn't have Amanda's power. She doesn't hit you and you'll go, holy shit, what the fuck was that? You know what I mean? So when she hits you, you know, you can take it and you can be like, oh, you know, I'm gonna still grab you, this and that and the third. I'm gonna set you up for an armbar, done, you're done. You know what I mean? She doesn't have that, but Nina is a very finesse fighter and she wears you down with her hits. She doesn't have that power like Amanda. So even though Amanda can teach her the ground game and the ground defense or whatever, opponents are still gonna go and try to down her because they know that's her weakness. So she really needs to spend a good majority amount of time on her ground defense. Nina just needs to work on that. I mean, I just feel sorry for the fact that she's associated with Amanda relationship-wise that everybody compares her to Amanda. That is so ridiculous. I mean, oh, she's not as good as Amanda. She's this and that and the third. She can't fight. Nina can fight. She had a good streak before that loss. But let's go to Mckenzie Dern. Mckenzie Dern is really good. I mean, after her first loss, she went on a tear. Mckenzie Dern has an even stronger game than Suarez does. Mckenzie Dern is a beast on the ground. Like I said, that fight, a lot of people will look at it as a boring fight, but it wasn't a boring fight at all. To me, it was a very technical, outright dominating fight by Mckenzie Dern. I mean, Nina had no chance. I mean, and I do think, and this is no knock to Nina, she's just not at that level. I don't think she should have taken that fight. Yes, in the Tatiana fight, she did complain about a sore throat or something like that she just recovered from or she was suffering through. I don't know. I don't remember. If you do remember, put it down in the comments. But she's just not at the level of Mckenzie at all. She's not. And Mckenzie is good at grapple. She is. But is she ready for that strawweight title? She needs a couple of more fights, 3-4 more fights. Get better with her striking, because, I mean, when you're trying to go for that title now, you're fighting another level of just prowess. You know what I mean? When you get up to that Rose level, Weili, Joanna, and Joanna's gonna come back. Don't sleep on Joanna. I think Joanna's still recovering from that Weili fight. I don't know. She doesn't want to say it. I do follow her on social media. She doesn't want to say it or anything like that. But I think she's recovering, because you remember seeing what happened to her in that fight. Like, doctor had to tell her, listen, you need to take a break, a year break or whatever, because you can't take hits like that. Something is going on with that. But if you think something's going on with that also, put it down in the comments. But I do follow her, and she hasn't mentioned anything doctor-wise about her condition, but I think she's taking a long break because of that situation. But other than that, Mckenzie needs a lot more fights before she goes after the title. She's not ready. Grapple is not going to get you the title. Jiu-jitsu is not going to get you the title. She's good at it. Yes, absolutely. She dominates. But you need to be way better at striking, man. You need to be way better at striking. You need to at least be close to Rose, Joanna level. At least there. You know what I mean? And does she have the power? Not really. She's there. You know what I mean? But not really. You know what I mean? She's not Joanna. I always say Joanna because Joanna you gotta admit it. She's the best striker. Even though she lost her last 2 fights, Joanna is the best striker, period. She is. I mean, period. Nobody compares to her. But she needs to be at least close to Joanna level striking to go for that title. Because look how good Joanna is. And she lost to Rose and Weili. You know what I mean? She lost to Weili because of the power, and she lost to Rose because it's just outclassed, kind of. Not outclassed. I hate to say that about Joanna. Not outclassed. Because the second fight in particular was very close. First fight, no. But Rose is just pure finesse. Rose, that's what Rose is. She's just pure finesse with it. And I don't think Mckenzie's ready for that. I don't think Mckenzie's ready for that. She's closer to beating Rose than any of the other two. Because Rose, at least she can get close to Rose sometimes and can grapple Rose, but Rose is a way better ground defender than Nina ever will be. You know what I mean? Nina needs to work on that. She does. But anyway, to me, that fight was quite enjoyable. As a fan, as Mckenzie Dern, you should have enjoyed that fight. As a fan of Nina, you were quite disappointed, unfortunately. She needs to work on her game. But other than that, this is Black Shy Guy talking about the results of that fight. Hopefully, hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. Hit the subscribe button for any upcoming new videos. I appreciate you sitting here with me, listening to my opinion. Put your opinions down in the comments. Other than that, thanks for sitting at my table. Black Shy Guy, I'm out of here. Peace.